This is day 14. I'm reading a book, Reader Come Home by Marian Wolf, page 49. I write this letter during a time when millions of refugees, most of whom are Muslim, are fleeing horrific conditions and trying to enter Europe, the United States, and anywhere else they can to regain their previous lives. I write this letter on the day a young Jewish boy from my own city of Boston has been killed in Israel during his gap a year before college because he was perceived by a young Palestinian boy as the enemy other. Developing the deepest forms of reading cannot prevent all such tragedies, but understanding the perspective of other human beings can give ever fresh, varied reasons to find alternative, compassionate ways to deal with the others in our world. Whether they are innocent Muslim children crossing treacherous open seas, or an innocent Jewish boy from Boston's Maimonide school, all killed miles and miles away from their homes. The unsettling reality, however, is that unbeknownst to many of us, including until recently myself, there has begun an unanticipated decline of empathy among our young people. The MIT scholar Sherry Turkle described a study by Sarah Conrath and her research group at Stanford University that showed a 40% decline in empathy in our young people over the last 2 decades, with the most precipitous decline in the last 10 years. Turkle attributes the loss of empathy largely to their inability to navigate the online world without losing track of their real-time face-to-face relationships. In her view, our technologies place us at a remote which changes not only who we are as individuals, but also who we are with one another. Reading at deepest levels may provide one part of the antidote to the noted trend away from empathy. But make no mistake, empathy is not solely about being compassionate towards others. Its importance goes further, for it is also about a more in-depth understanding of the other as essential skill in a world of increasing connectedness among divergent cultures. Research in the cognitive neurosciences indicates that what I call perspective taking here represents a complex mix of cognitive, social, and emotional processes that leaves ample tracks in our reading brain circuitry. Brain imaging research by the German neuroscientist Tanja Singer expands former conceptualization of empathy to show that it involves a whole feeling thinking network that connects vision, language, and cognition with extensive subcortical networks. Singer emphasizes that this larger network comprises, among other areas, the highly connected neuronal networks for a theory of mind, including the insula and cingulate cortex, which function to connect large expanses of the human brain, often undeveloped in many individuals on the autism spectrum and lost in a pathological condition can called alexithymia. Alexithymia theory of mind refers to an essential human capacity that allows us to perceive, analyze, and interpret the thoughts and feelings of others in our social interactions with them. Singer and her colleagues describe how the very large neurons in this area are uniquely suited for the extremely rapid communication necessary in empathy between these areas and other cortical and subcortical regions, including, of all places, the motor cortex. I think we can just stop here. This is day 14 again. This is Minky, and please correct me if you can. Thank you.